All right, my buddy Martin let me borrow a bunch of Boss pedals that I've never tried before. We've heard the BF3 and RV6 so far on the channel. We're going to hear the PS-6 Harmonies today. It can do diatonic harmonies in all 12 keys. It can also do set harmonies. There's an S-bend feature in there to do whammy style effects, either up or down in pitch. And the thing that I'm most curious about, it has pitch detune on here. So we'll see if we can get some greasy stereo micro pitch shift tones on here. Let's start out with the diatonic harmonies first. I'm just going to go through all the different harmony modes on here in a single minor key. We'll do D minor. You can see the balance control over here will set the wet dry blend between your guitar and the effect. This knob here will set the different harmonies. Then you've got key selection and mode selection. So we'll just hear the dry sound. I am in stereo here. I'm going into the pedal, out into a stereo pair of amps in my Axe FX3. I really like that mode. That kind of reminds me of the Electro Harmonics POG. Let's hear that with some distortion now. Not too shabby at all. The tracking on there is pretty good, and the amount of latency is well within tolerable ranges for me. It's not like some old kind of 90s rack units that I've tried where you try to play a note and the pitch shifted note is audibly delayed. I like it. Let's hear some of the fixed harmony modes on there now. I'm just going to scroll through quickly until I find something that I vibe with. Again, that mode that is all the way counterclockwise is probably my favorite. That effect, I feel like if you just blend a little bit of it in, is pretty satisfying. Let's check out the S bend now. This is going to use the foot switch in a momentary fashion. As you hold it down, it is going to create a whammy style effect, and you can set it to either go down or up with the knob second from the left. You can set the rise time and the fall time of that effect as well. This one's stupid amounts of fun. And now the moment I've been waiting for, let's check out some stereo pitch detune. This is probably one of the cheapest ways you can get stereo pitch detune on your pedal board. So I'm just interested to hear what it sounds like. Now that I dig, whatever setting I've got there with this control. Again, counterclockwise, it just seems to be the magic setting for what I like on there on most of these modes. Sounds super thick and greasy. It definitely gives me a bit of that kind of flavor of an old rack detuner or multi-voice chorus on there. I think if you're looking for something to do, you know, your Eventide style pitch detune or your Yamaha style symphonic, and you're really not too picky about whether it sounds exactly like it. It just gives you that aroma that's familiar. This is going to do it very, very well. I like that the most out of all the modes. No surprise there because I am super biased towards that. I don't really use, say, diatonic pitch effects that much. I much prefer kind of funky POG style stuff when it comes to using pitch effects on there. I must say though, on that kind of, again, counterclockwise mode on there with the minor harmonies, that gave me some kind of POG vibes in there. And of course you can set this up to do those kind of whammy, dive bomb or octave up style effects on there. So it's a pretty good all-rounder pedal if you don't need those effects very often when you play and you rarely use them at the same time. I think the PS-6 is a great way to kind of get that flavor set without having to spend too much money. These regularly sell for less than 200 Australian dollars used, which at the moment is probably like 120, 130 US dollars, which I think is a great deal. Certainly cheaper than going out and buying, say, a rack Eventide or something like that. So that is it for today. Let me know your thoughts on the PS-6 in the comment section below. Shout out to Martin for letting me borrow this. And as always, if you like what I'm doing here on the channel and you want to support me directly, you can buy some of the music that I make with my band Ragdoll. We've got vinyl, CDs, t-shirts, an entire digital discography that you can get in one hit, or you can sign up to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. I'm going to play you all out with some more greasy Detune. Have a great day. See you next time.